Mesechus Erevin, Perik Hey, Mishnah Beis. Says the Mishnah, Nosnin Karfef La'ir, Divrei Rabbi Meir. In addition to what we have mentioned already, that we square off the town and measure the 2,000 amas from the squaring off of the town, says Rabbi Meir, we also add a park area, that is an area of 70 amas and 2/3 of an amo, which is an extra park area before we even measure the 2,000 amas. That's the opinion of Rabbi Meir, and this is learnt out from the Midrash, the Levium, that there was a park area around the city, and that is included as part of the city before we even begin to measure the 2,000 amas. That's the opinion of Rabbi Meir. V'chachomim omrim lo omru karfef. This concept of a park area was said in a completely different context, that you don't give a karfef in Erev Techumin, that is to measure in addition a karfef area around the city before we measure our 2,000 amas. But the karfef was mentioned in a different regard. Ela bein shtei ayoras. Supposing, let us say, you've got two cities next to each other, and each city has a karfef that is 70 and 2/3 amas around it, and there's another 70 and 2/3 amas from the other city, making a total of 141 and a third amas gap between the two cities. Im yesh lezu shivim amo v'shirayim, or lezu shivim amo v'shirayim. If the gap is 70 amas plus the shirayim, which is 2/3 of an amo, and the other one has a gap of 70 amas and shirayim, Osa karfef lishteim lios ka'achas. We can still consider the two cities as one, and therefore it's like one city, and we measure the tchum from the extreme edge of both cities, and that would enable each city to have an extra area in which they can travel, because by including both cities as one, you'd measure the 2,000 amas from each city, from the end of the other city. In such a case, we can apply the principle of karfef. However, to use the principle of karfef generally for one city to extend the eruv of 2,000 amas beyond the karfef, that we can't do, say the chachomim. Some would suggest the halacha, even though normally Rabbi Meir and the chachomim, the halacha should be like the chachomim. There are some who want to suggest that in eruvin we can always go lekulo. The halacha is we go in eruv lekulo, and therefore we should pasken like Rabbi Meir. Others disagree. In such a case, we should pasken like the chachomim, applying the normal rules. Rabbi Meir and the chachomim, the halacha is like the chachomim, even though the chachomim in this particular case would be more machmer than Rabbi Meir.